It appears that Candy Owens did not like Ali Beth Stuckey talking about how she's really tired of people making up, well, horrible stories in regards to Charlie Kirk and lying about her friend Charlie Kirk. It appears that Ali Beth Stuckey was closer to Charlie Kirk, even in his final days, than Candy Owens was. And you see the stark difference between Candy Owens dealing with grief versus Ali Beth Stuckey. Two different. I mean, I happen to really like Ali Beth Stuckey. I think she's a warrior for Christ. I know some people may disagree with me on that, but nevertheless, I agree with what she's saying in this video, because what she's saying in this video is important. It's the same thing that I've been saying for quite some time. Just she says it a little bit better than what I do, actually. She's exhausted. She is tired of so many people coming up with these conspiratorial narratives that have no evidence whatsoever, and they're not going to do the narrative or helping Charlie Kirk. It's not going to do him any good at all. In fact, it's doing a massive disservice. But then, of course, Candy Owens couldn't help herself seeing Ali Beth Stuckey. She's like, oh, I like Ali Beth Stuckey. But then she just vehemently goes in and attacks her. Like, we didn't ask her to help in or chime in. Like, I've taken the reins, and she wants to go, I'm not a cult leader. Isn't that what's up being a cult leader would say? I've taken responsibility. I am holding the reins. I've got the fort, guys. I'm not asking for help. I've just got the mummy slews of the internet. The tips line is going crazy. So we're all doing this through tips. We're all trying to figure it out together, except we don't want someone like Ali Beth Stuckey. So here is what Ali Beth Stuckey had to say, and then we'll get into what Candy Owens had to respond with.
I'm just really tired of some of y'all not thinking. I really am. You say that you're seeking truth and asking questions, but you're actually just outsourcing your critical thinking and your question asking to someone else, and you're never really asking questions. You're never saying, does that make sense? Or what could be the other side of that story? Or what is the alternative explanation for that? Or are these two things actually connected by evidence? Or does it just sound compelling? This is not a Netflix series. It's not an Agatha Christie novel. You're not watching a whodunit movie. These are people's real lives. And if you were implicating a real person in a murder plot, you better be 100% sure that it is true and backed by hard evidence. Think. Turn on your brain. The thoughts we think and the words we say not only affect real people's lives, but they carry weight in eternity. We are responsible for these things. I'm going to take that seriously, but you should too. Look, y'all, I don't even want... I've just been wrestling with this so much over the past few weeks. I don't want the drama. I don't have the time and energy that it takes to go through, to make all of these claims first is incredible, but then to go through and debunk all of these claims, I don't have that time. I don't have that energy. I don't have that capacity. I don't. And I don't want the danger that comes with it. And I'm sorry if that makes me sound cowardly. I really am. I don't want to be involved in it, but gosh, it bothers me. Like, the truth really matters. And I know that you guys want clarity, and a lot of you are confused, and you've been asking me for clarity. And it's just tough. It is a tough predicament to be in. And so just pray for me. Pray for wisdom and strength and courage and protection and all of that, because it sucks. You know, it really is just a bummer that... And it makes so much sense spiritually with just the nature of spiritual warfare that post-Charlie, there was so much unity, so much excitement, so much resurgence in faith, newfound interest in faith, and that now there is discord, so many distractions, and that is just like Satan, who comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He is called the great accuser. He is the sower of discord, the author of confusion. And so it all just makes sense. And yes, Christians should be seeking truth based on evidence, never innuendo, never implication. But also, let us not forget to focus on the cross of Christ, to share the gospel, to be discipling those people who have been going to church for the first time, to minister to their hearts, to reach out to them. Let us not forget that God's eternal plan of redemption is always going off without a hitch, and believers are a part of that. So don't forget your role there.
Which none of Candy Owens' claims accusing people of being involved in Charlie's murder, none of them are backed up with any evidence whatsoever. It's mere hearsay. It's mere speculation. That's it. And what Ali said in the very beginning is she's tired of people like, you're not just asking questions anymore. You're not. You're outsourcing, she calls it, your critical thinking. You're being dumb. You're being played by someone that is actually pretty dumb too. So well done. Congratulations. You're not using your brain, your God-given brain, to actually further the narrative in a positive light. No, you are being dumb. And it's quite evident what's been happening in regards to people actually siding with Candy Owens and not even really asking legitimate questions with any evidence whatsoever to go off. And it's pretty pathetic if you ask me. I think people with a brain that actually do critical thinking will look at what Candace Owens is doing and question, hey, where's the evidence, first and foremost? Can you provide us with evidence? And if you can't, why not? Maybe people should do that, but everyone's just going off blindly now, as it would seem. And look at the results. So because of what Alibeth Stuckey said, it seemed to strike a nerve with Candy Owens because Alibeth Stuckey was actually talking about Candy Owens, believe it or not, and her cult-like following. So Candy Owens decided to respond by saying this.
Ali Stuckey, I'm very surprised she's working with Alyssa Cordova, but she's also in very rare form. I don't know what's driving that. And she kind of, I guess, I don't know when this live was taken, presumably over the last week. I just saw it circulating. Said to people that we shouldn't be asking these questions about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Anyways, I'm not going to put words in her mouth. Listen to Ali Stuckey.
I'm just really tired of some of y'all not thinking. I really am. You say that you're seeking truth and asking questions, but you're actually just outsourcing your critical thinking and your question asking to someone else, and you're never really asking questions.
I just think she should take a break. I genuinely didn't even know she was going through it like this. I don't think we asked her for any assistance at all, actually. I did all the work, and people sent me stuff, and then we put together a timeline. And here's what I want to say, because you're saying it's real life. It was Charlie's real life, Ali. That was Charlie's real life when you saw him sitting there and he got shot. That was his real life. So I feel like that's the part you're missing because you're so worried about the surrounding cast of characters who have been literally caught lying. They lied. That's why we're here, okay? We didn't just randomly pluck people up from obscurity, okay? These are people who said, he had blood on him. He's amazing. He was so amazing, but he walked away from Charlie as he was bleeding out. His real life. That was his real life, okay? So that's what's on the line right here, is he's not here anymore. Maybe you're not worried about him, but I am. I'm actually worried, and I want to know what happened to Charlie Kirk, okay? And why I feel like you and so many Christian Zionists just kind of wanted to turn him into a ghost, like, Charlie the friendly ghost, and are not interested at all. And if you're looking for real life Agatha Christie stuff, in real life, people's necks don't stop 30-06 bullets. In real life, that's all I'm saying. In real life, when you spend millions of dollars on security, on your security detail, they don't have you sitting like a sitting duck and forget to have an ambulance behind you. In real life, I worked for Turning Point USA, and I know what does not make sense in terms of the timeline of how this event came together. And in real life, if somebody suspects you in a murder for any reason whatsoever, and you can put something out publicly that will clarify a fact that isn't correct, if you say it's not correct, you would do that. You wouldn't hide. In 4 seconds, I would say, the reason why I was on the phone with so-and-so had nothing to do with anything. So people are following their instincts because they should, but I just want to remind you, because it bothers me, that was Charlie's real life, okay? That was Charlie's real life, Ali. All right, move on for that. See, you're stressed out. I'm stressed out too, to be honest with you. And we're not the only people that are stressed out, because apparently...
Isn't it amazing how Alibeth Stuckey was giving her wisdom, and Candy Owens makes it about herself, even though it is technically about her, but she makes it about her in a good way. what Ali Bestaki was saying about Candace was not good. But Candace manages to turn it around and make it look good for her. Oh, we didn't ask Ali Bestaki for assistance in this at all because I've been taking it all on board. I've been looking at this all myself, guys. Ali Bestaki doesn't need to do any investigative journalism like me. See? She just completely missed what Ali Bestaki was saying. Think, use your brain. When it comes down to the asking questions thing, we know that Candy Owens isn't just asking questions, right? We know she has a nefarious means behind what she's doing. That's quite evident. Otherwise, she wouldn't be making video after video, making all these wild accusations and accusing certain people of being involved in Charlie Kirk's murder. Neither would any of her dingbat followers either. So what Ali Bestaki was saying is think, you dingbats. That's me saying that, by the way. Use your brain. Open it up. Actually start using it for a change. It may make a world of difference. And like I've been saying many times over, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much at all. But unfortunately, we've lost common sense, right? If you listen to Kenny Owens for like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, that's all it takes. Or it took me, literally. I'm seeing all these clips. Then I go watch her show. 10 seconds. And I'm like, I know who you are straight away. You're a grifter. You're like Piers Morgan, but worse. You're like a shock jock trying to, like you've seen the writing on the wall, as it were. And you're going, well, I'm going to go with that because that is going to make me money. And Charlie, his death, I'm going to go, well, this is going to get me a lot of money and fame because I was Charlie's friend. It's turned into an absolute circus, hasn't it? And like, we've lost it. And I think people are just sick and tired of the same nonsense day in and day out. Like, when's it going to stop? Like, are you going to keep going to Christmas? Goodness me, I hope not. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.